The Coalition for Balance and Better Nigeria, a group within the All Progressives Congress, is wanting the leadership of the party to manage the power tussle going on among lawmakers elect in both the Senate and House of Representatives. At a media briefing in Abuja, the group said ahead of the inauguration of the 10th Assembly, there's been intense politicization of the process, and the decision of the party should reflect the current mood of the nation and bring about cohesion, stability, and national unity. The group stressed that Nigeria now needs unity, fairness, and equitable distribution of leadership positions shared across all regions in the spirit of national cohesion and balance, and neglecting North Central in taking critical decisions that affect the country will be a great injustice.
The leadership tussle among the lawmakers elect within the All Progressive Congress, the APC, as the governing political party, and we call for caution and urge the leadership of our great party, under the leadership of Senator Abdullahi Adamu, to wade in early on the leadership tussle before it snowballs into something more unbearable. It's stitched in time, they say, saves nine. It is pertinent to note that the recent development on the purported zoning of the National Assembly leadership position to certain regions of the country with the exclusion of the North Central in the power sharing has sent a bad signal to lawmakers elected from the region despite their commitment and loyalty to the party since 2015.
If you look at, North Central, yes, North Central, if you want to take somebody from, you look at the person that has the pedigree, a man, somebody that will be good person, and we can see it, you don't need to mention anybody's name, but at least you should see that, yes, we're talking sense. And I urge all of us, let us embrace love and peace for this our dear beloved country. We're going there. We wish the 10th National Assembly a good luck for them to choose the right people, and that's what we're aiming for.
Well, former member of the House of Representatives from Niger State and member of the All Progressives Congress, Abubakar Chika. Well, he joins us now to speak on the independence of the legislature, the zoning of the offices by the party, and why Betara Aliyu remains in the speakership race despite the party's decision. Glad to have you join us on Arise News. Welcome to Newsday.
Thank you very much for inviting me to this noble cause.
Well, thanks for coming. We were speaking about the leadership race and why Honorable Betara Aliyu, who is your part of his coalition, why he remains in the speakership race despite the party's recent decision to zone.
Thank you very much. You see, the three arms of government are executive, legislature, and the judiciary. On no ground that the executive will just say, the president will wake up and say, I have appointed the Chief Justice of the Federation. No, the law allows him to nominate, but after getting it from the National Judicial Council. So, however, the legislature is an independent body that must choose among themselves. So either a president or a party does not have a right to dictate who should lead the National Assembly. The National Assembly, like any arm of government, is independent on its own to decide who will lead them in the as an arm of government. So I don't see any reason why that either the party or whatever will now not only microzone, but even what my friend called Bashir Babale said, nano-zoning. So you can't nano-zone for legislature on who should lead them. This is very undemocratic. In fact, this is a very dangerous thing to democracy, and I don't think this will fly.
Now, this begs the question, how democratic really is the All Progressives Congress if appointments are based on zoning and consensus instead of competence and election? Is this the usual mode of operation? Why have you remained silent for so long? Is it now that your interests are at stake? Is that why you're speaking up now?
No. somebody like me, I've been speaking, and that is why you see I'm a member of APC. I'm still a member of APC, and I've been speaking about the kind of injustice we usually have within the APC. And it is not because I have an interest in Betara today that I'm speaking. I'm speaking first as a legislature, a former legislature, who don't want to see that arm of government being bastardized by dictatorship. So I think APC has been cantankerous because so many advice has been coming from so many quarters. Like you can see, even in terms of even sharing, even if that seat of the legislature are supposed to be shared, then how did you exclude even the North Central? So I think it is a biased thing. Somebody just feel that I must make this person, whether he's going to cover up for me, but I want the president, who I believe is a honorable man, should think beyond Lagos State. He was a governor of Lagos State, but this is Nigeria. This is not Lagos State House of Assembly, but this is what to call a national assembly. A national assembly comprised of people from different character. And APC should be able to know that they do not own majority in the National Assembly, particularly the House of Reps. The minority are greater in number, even if it is by 2 or 1. So with that, you can't dictate, because the law did not say APC must be the speaker, or an APC member, elected member, must be the Speaker of the House. The law says you will choose among yourselves. Among yourselves, somebody from Labour, somebody from NMPP, somebody from PDP, somebody from SDP can become the Speaker of the House. So if APC becomes very careless, have as a single party who has the majority, then other people will take it up. So I think APC should have a rethink, because the manner at which we are going, I think we are not in a military administration. We are in a democratic administration. If you cannot allow zoning to take place, because probably you want to balance certain things, then you cannot nano-zone a position of National Assembly. This cannot fly. This is, I can say, it's carelessness from the part of the leadership of APC. And Mr. President, if he wants to govern well, I think he should be able to take a step back from this moment. This is very unfair.
And since Honorable Betara is still in the speakership race, could you tell us what his agenda for the House might be for this next year? Okay.
Let me speak about Betara now. You see, anybody who knows Betara is generosity personified, his humility personified, and he is empathy personified. No human being, which you are not even 100% actually in what he does, will tell you in terms of generosity that you will come to Betara with an issue and he will not look at your issue. I have never been to him with any issue, let me be very frank with you. But we live National Assembly. We want National Assembly to be an institution where when somebody serves and we knew his capacity, he should not be thrown away because he lost election. No, we should be able to have an institution. Even the current speaker called Betara head boy. Why did he call him head boy? Because he have seen how he gather, how he carry on all the members of National Assembly, both those in National Assembly and those outside National Assembly. What I mean by former members, including the current members. He has that generosity. And I will tell you what I said, he is humanity personified. Or, you see, this is a person that honestly, even if he wants to advise you, he advises you with a mild manner person. I will never forget him for one thing. I was at the security conference organized by the Senate. We were privileged then, about 6 or 7 of us from the House of Reps. An issue came up. He was a chairman of defense, so he knew a lot of security issues. So I rose up at the chamber. I was saying a lot that we discussed at the issue. When he came out, he didn't say anything. He didn't respond to order for me. When we finished, he called me, he held my hand. He said, "Kai malam, ba kome ake ji ake faɗi a cikin mutane ba." That is, hey teacher. He knew me as a teacher. That it is not everything that you had that you come and say it in the public. So, you see, this is one character about him. And I will tell you, I said also, his empathy personified. Empathy personified, Betara put himself in the position of every human being he knew. He is one human being that I could recall when one of his friend was about to lose his ticket, not because that he supposed to lose it, but because the governor of Niger State, then Governor Abu Sani Bello, wanted to exclude Abdullahi Kontagora from his position. I can see how Betara followed him, begged. He said, I wouldn't do this for myself, but I will do that for you. And that is what you expect from somebody who is supposed to lead a house, somebody who has the thought of other people right in his hand, anytime, any day. So I think based on that. And 3, this is somebody who is now back in the house for the 5th time. I think no matter how dull you are, if you can come to the house 1, 2, 3, 4, and you didn't lose the election, and 5 times, I think there is something in you. And that, I will tell you, he has led the Army Committee, no complaint. He has led the Defense Committee, no complaint. He's now leading the Appropriation Committee. So anybody who holds those committees, and I told you, even the Speaker called him head boy. Head boy means somebody who is a leader. But I'm shocked to see the Speaker today, out of all the candidates, he's only with one person. And that person is well, to me, he's a friend. But again, to members, and even those who left the house, former members, he's very unpopular. Yesterday we were speaking. Somebody, a member by our side, when Betara was launching, he was saying he don't even know the guy they are calling that that Femi is floating for. So whether it is Femi, whether it is Erufai, I think today he is a candidate of Femi, Wajamia Mila. Betara is one thing. I could recall Femi himself created an office of former members just to take care of the welfare and whatever of the former members. As it was done, I knew when I started working as a public service, that even if you leave office, issues will come and the office you left, your colleagues will support you. But at the end of the day, that famous office did not work. It was Betara who single-handedly take care of former members in the way Allah has given him the opportunity. So you can't tell me that that person does not have the pedigree and the quality to become the Speaker of House of Representatives. So I believe he is good to go, and he has all it takes to become the Speaker of House of Representatives.
So how do you think Honorable Betara's agenda will play out now that the National Working Committee of your party has zoned positions? Don't you think he could be accused of anti-party activities?
I don't think, they didn't play it democratically. So if they have played it democratically, they will have catch him with the issue of anti-party. First, there are other contenders. In a democracy, the party sat down with them and tell them, please, we want you to step down your ambition of becoming Speaker. No, all of them talked there. Wase was there yesterday. He said it. Adodogwa was there. He said it. Jaji was there. Sada Solijibia was there. So all those looking for speakership that are strong, even the minor ones were there, and they did say it, that there is no way that the party should impose their candidate on them without even consultation. You can see how party horridly does that excluding even the North Central. The North Central gave APC over 40% of their vote in the North. So if the APC in the North Central will be able to give over 40% of the total vote in the North, I think they don't deserve to be excluded. That is to tell you what was done was very undemocratic. Some people sat down, feel they have Tinubu in their pocket, and they have started the cabal issue so as to impose who will be this, who will be that tomorrow. That cannot work. This is not Lagos State. This is Nigeria. So if in the past they think it is Lagos State was just a state in Nigeria, and this is Nigeria, and I want the president to open up. I was in one intellectual forum, I could remember, on the web, and they said Nigeria, and this is why I'm looking at it, and I could recall what happened in that intellectual forum that we discussed. I was in Rwanda then, during the Salah. What they were saying, that Nigeria is going to be an interesting country for now, and we need to watch Nigeria. And out of the discussion, they said they gave 4 issues. One, that the leader of Nigeria today is a politician. 2, he was a regional leader. 3, He was just a governor of Lagos State. I could not recall the fourth one they did. But you can see now we're seeing, is this a regionalism? Because yesterday, I was at that place. We have friends from the Southwest. None of them came. So what are we trying to portray today? Because is it a presence agenda? This is Nigeria. You need to associate. You need to come together. What we have started seeing, what is called a regional agenda. A regional agenda to divide the people of the North, this cannot fly. Even if I'm a member of APC, I will have to speak the right thing, what is supposed to be done. Forget about me being with the Dogara camp. First of all, I'm a Nigerian. I'm a member of APC. I'm a Northerner. You understand? And I can speak also on those aspects. Though now I'm speaking on the platform on the issue of National Assembly. But I think we need to start on a good footing. If we continue like this, our suspicion, our apprehension, I think is coming to the light.
The eyes of the country, of the world, indeed, are on Nigerian leadership. You are very correct about that. But who ultimately determines who becomes Senate President and the leadership of the National Assembly? How independent is the legislature? Is it the president-elect, or is it the senators themselves? Can you explain to us how that comes about?
The leadership of National Assembly rests squarely in the hand of the elected members of National Assembly, be it the Senate, be it the House of Reps. So it is their responsibility, as I told you earlier, to choose a leader among themselves. So what we are seeing today is a different ball game. And as I told you, we are saying what is called nano zoning. You can't just say, pick that this man should be Speaker or this man should be Senate President. Very sad, very unfortunate, and very undemocratic. So the members of National Assembly squarely, irrespective of party, have responsibility to choose anybody irrespective of party. There is no law, there is no constitutional provision that clearly states that you must be an APC member to lead National Assembly. That's period. So
now, Honorable
if
Chika,
they think they have zone, I think it is for their comfort. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I have just one final question for you. I think it is safe to assume, that after this interview, the leadership of the APC would reach out to Honorable Betara and to his supporters to try to get them to toe the party's line. Are we likely to hear you singing another tune very soon, especially with opposition party lawmakers also seeking to explore divisions within your party to produce the Senate President and probably the Speaker of the House of Reps?
Well, I will tell you, first of all, I'm not going to sing any tune. I have taken direction, asked people who know me as a member of National Assembly. I don't reverse whatever I believe in. I believe the House will choose their own leader, and I believe even if they call the parties as you said, why now? Why call them now? For me, I'm not going to reverse. I am where I am. I am for Betara. If Betara feels he will change his decision, I'm a Nigerian. I'm a member of National Assembly. I am doing this not because I am Betara's staff. I am doing it because I'm a Nigerian. I believe in the entity and the independence of the House of Representatives. Then in that direction, as I was moving, I saw somebody what I think I should be able to speak for when it comes to choosing the leadership of National Assembly. That's where I am. So for you to know, I am not just a staff under Betara. I'm a former member, and I have all the right to speak for National Assembly.
All right.
But I am speaking for National Assembly, at the same time speaking for him as somebody who I believe deserves that position.
All right. Well, former House of Reps member of the APC in Niger State, Abubakar Chika, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.